our first S.D.C. Entertainment review. I'm Brian. This is Christian, up close and personal. Today, we've decided to review the new Borat subsequent Moviefilm movie. It came out last Friday on the 23rd. You can get it on Prime Video.
Prime Video, free.
Prime Video, for free.
If you're a membership.
Oh, and just so anybody knows that might be watching this, we're not going to put any spoilers in here or anything like that. So,
or are we?
You'll have to find out. Watch and find out. So you've seen the movie, right, Christian?
Yeah, well, I've seen all, but I had to stop it. Honestly, I had to stop it right at the part where it gets to Giuliani in the hotel room, because it started to make me really uncomfortable, because I fucking all of a sudden felt like that dude was going to do some pervy ass shit. And I don't know, because I have not watched the end of it.
Well, the reason why I watched it is the reason why I even knew it was out was because of all the Giuliani blitz that's been happening on media.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Obviously, he did something.
Yeah, only reason why I knew it came out. So I went and checked it out. Let's give a quick overview of the movie. Let's see, it's Borat. It's 14 years after he's been in prison for 14 years after disgracing
in a gulag, breaking rocks.
In a gulag, breaking rocks after disgracing his country of Kazakhstan from the last movie that he did. And then he's called on by his government to come back to the United States to offer a gift or a bribe to Donald Trump so that they can get back in the good graces of the United States. And that's kind of where it all starts. Pretty good premise, I thought. I mean, it's definitely
funny.
Yeah, it's definitely in line with all the current events and everything going on. I mean, it touches on everything. And me personally, this kind of comedy normally isn't really one of my favorites. It's not something I'm not really into unsuspecting players or shock comedy so much.
It's very reminiscent of Andy Kaufman and that bit he did with wrestling, with Tony, what's his face? It's on that level of art, I think.
Right.
And that's not everybody's cup of tea.
Right. And normally, most of the Sacha Baron Cohen stuff I've enjoyed. It usually takes me a while to come around to watch it. I've been pretty late on the train for all that stuff. I don't think I ever watched Ali G until it was dead and gone, just by the time I finally watched it. But like I said, that's not normally my flavor of comedy that I like. I'm usually more of a lowbrow kind of dick and fart jokes. That's kind of stuff
I like funny shit.
That's kind of the stuff I normally watch. So, keep that in mind while you listen to this review. Obviously, opinions are like asshole. Everybody has one. Most of them stink. So,
if you want your own platform to fucking show your opinions on, you go out there and fucking jump right in, buddy.
That's right.
Jump right the fuck in. Oh. Otherwise, shut the fuck up and enjoy the show.
So in this movie, there's plenty of shock. In particular, one particular one that gets me is in the debutante ball. Again, I'm not going to give away what they do, but my jaw hit the floor when that whole situation came up. And obviously, there's a lot of unsuspecting players, as you would expect in a Borat movie.
Yeah.
When it gets to now, like I said, the whole purpose was for him to bring a gift or a bribe to Donald Trump. Well, as the movie goes on, what he does is he gets broken out of the gulag. Well, the government pulls him out of the gulag. They clean him up, right? And they say, you got to go to America and fix this. Right.
Yeah. So before he leaves, he goes back to his own home village. Come to find out, he's got a 14-year-old daughter. Right. So she becomes a big, huge part of this film as well. Mm-hmm. And the part where she ate the cupcake with the little plastic baby on it, and then they went to a women's clinic.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
fucking hilarious, but man, it made me cringe.
Right. And
just the look on that doctor's face.
But
made me cringe.
what's one of the things that shocks me most about it, and I think it's actually my takeaway from the whole movie, is the stark contrast of how people either will just let, I mean, he says some of the craziest shit to people, and they just like, okay, whatever, you know, they just take it for what it's worth and don't even bother with it. I mean, even up to and including like murder, and they're like, yeah, whatever, you know. But at the same time, there's a lot of characters in this movie that show a surprising amount of compassion for this guy, for Borat. And
right.
In particular is and I don't know if you made it up to the gentleman that take him into his house there towards the end.
Is it after the Giuliani?
No, it's before Giuliani. It's the two right-wing, like.
Oh yeah. And they help him get to New York.
Right. And but you know, your first impression of them is like, you know, they're the QAnon, very
forever
conspiracy driven people. So you kind of think, oh great, where's this going to go? They end up being some of the most compassionate people in the whole film. I mean, they're you know, they turn out to be really, really good guys. And
regardless of their personal beliefs.
Right. Absolutely. But even, you know, some of the things they get, and I don't think you've gotten to this part, but some of the stuff he gets people to sing, just the things that people will put up with or say. Yeah, it's insane to me. It's absolutely insane.
Well, that bit, man, you know, when he did that bit, I don't know if you saw there was a month ago or a month and a half ago, there was a big, huge story about him doing that part where he goes to the rally and gets on stage to sing, because they hired him sight unseen. I guess the promoter hired him sight unseen. And once he got to the stage, he had his own personal security surround the stage so that nobody could come up there and kick him off.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But he had them singing. Shit I couldn't even imagine saying. I mean, I'm like, right. How can these people fucking? But it is what it is for them. And you know, right after that is the Giuliani scene. Now, my take on that whole scene.
The Giuliani scene?
Yeah, I am not a Giuliani fan whatsoever.
And we're not trying to be political here. These are our personal fucking opinions.
Right.
And we're fucking entitled to them.
That's right. And but you know, after everything I heard in media about it, I was like, holy shit, because they couldn't show clips of it or anything on any things I saw. So I'm like, what on earth did he do? Now, my opinion on the scene is it's definitely inappropriate the way he acted. And now this is kind of a fine line here.
He was definitely fucking pouring fuel on that fire.
Definitely inappropriate, but I will say this. I don't think it was as bad as the media is portraying it. I don't think it was bad. You know, I'm not saying that any time should that be acceptable, but it's the way I heard it in media was basically like he was on the verge of like
whipping out his dick.
Like, yeah. And it's maybe yes, maybe no. I mean, I don't know. You just have to see it. Judge
his hands was fully down his pants, man.
Right. And he says
he was grabbing his shit, and that's all I know about it. That's about all I fucking saw.
It's definitely inappropriate, without a doubt.
Especially for a fucking, you know, public servant, man.
Right.
And it, you know, if he's willing to so easily slide into that, man, what else? What else is he willing to easily slide into?
Right. You know, all in all, though, I think it's a movie worth checking out. Even
it's fucking funny.
I think it's funny. I thought it was well done, and the ending I didn't see.
Maybe
coming.
Someday I'll get to watch the
ending. I didn't see the ending coming. I thought it was fantastic the way they did it. I don't want to give away too much about it, but I thought it was great. I thought it was a great ending. It ties it all up. It's just go out and check it out yourself. I thought it was good, and I definitely recommend everybody go check out the movie Borat: Subsequent Movie Film.